Hey everyone, Hamburger here and welcome back to another Minecraft video. In this Minecraft video we're gonna learn how to make your own item generator using timer in Scoreboard, the new Minecraft Bedrock Edition commands that has just came out. I think it's the release now. So let's check out how to make this thing. So the mechanism for this timer here is quite simple actually. Only these two impulse command block. And this thing is not used. This is for just making the armor stand invisible to make it look cool there. And this one here is the command block that's doing those stuff. So let's take a look at what this machine does. It generates item for each time. So as you can see, we have tested this a lot of time now, and I've made this so it looks really cool with this thing here. So if you're making like a server or a realm for a skyward or something, you can just make this generator. Now to the command part here. This is the first command block here. Is the scoreboard players and counter T1. So it's actually adding this timer here in the counter. Counter, if you don't know, is an entity that exists in the world but you cannot see it. It has no physical look, unlike the armor stand I've used in the previous video using armor stand as a counter, but now the counter exists so I can use it. So it's a very easy way to store data which you don't want to stick to an entity. And here it is, the generator itself. It's basically just using the timer. Every 50 ticks it will summon a block and then destroy it. And up here is an armor stand. If you want to know how to make it, it's so simple. If I remove that, it will show you the armor stand that's there. And if you want to make the armor stand invisible just like me, it's so simple. Just using this one block here. Effect, add E, armor stand, invisibility 1 true. True is for hiding particles, and those 1 numbers is the amount of amplifier and seconds you want to give the effect. So it's quite very simple. You cannot see armor stand, it just like a floating item frame. Unfortunately, unlike in Java edition, you cannot make it invisible by using tag, which if you're using tag you can still see the name tag of the armor stand, but in this version no, it's just not gonna work. So back into our timer here. It's the add the counter to 1 each tick, and this one is scoreboard players test to test that if the counter has less than 1000 scores and higher than 50 score, it will activate. And this is just a chaining command block. If you want to know how to change it, just click here in the block type, choose chain, and if you see here that this one doesn't got arrows like shape, so this one is got a shape, that's because it has a conditional. So let me tell you a little bit about the conditional state. So if this first command block works, this will work. Okay, so if this is executed, then this is executed as well, and also all around there. And I using redstone block here. You don't need to if you don't want to. You just need to press always active here. It will work just the same, but I like to use redstone block because I can easily turn it off by destroying the blocks. But now let's go into the next command here. It will set the counter if the counter scores is larger than 50, so it will set it to 0 again, so it's repeating that. And if it has been set to 0, then you will place an iron block and then destroying the block itself. So this is very simple command, and this can be used in the server. It's not too much cost like, because it just used some little bit of scoreboard timer instead of redstone. So there's a few limitation to this. For example, you need to make every single generator itself, all each of generator each commands. And if you need to, you just need to make server counter. And some server, they use some kind of upgrade item where you can upgrade this generator by giving it item. So I will do that on the next video about custom blocks. That will also help you to make the upgrades, so you can reduce the timer if the player gives upgrade. That's very good for multiplayer, for PvP and server. And one quick note to mention here is that you can change the item that is spawned here through this command here. Just change it to the block you want. Unfortunately, you cannot set it to items, as for now in the Java edition has able to do that, but in Bedrock edition, as I'm playing now, does not able to. So and here's the little command. I just need to clone it just to for simplicity for making this video. Unfortunately guys, that's all I got time for today. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for new and Minecraft updates and some command blocks tutorial. See you next time.